Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at disneyplus.com. It's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup. We're going to be talking about Marvel's Echo has now been officially confirmed for 2024. Also, we'll be talking about a brand new JFK documentary and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Let's kick things off talking first off about Marvel's Echo. So earlier this year, it was revealed that we were going to be getting the entire season all at once in a binge drop at the end of November. We were also confirmed at the same time we would be getting Loki, which obviously arrives on Disney Plus on the 5th of October. But over the last kind of few months since that initial news came out, we've learned that the series has actually been pushed back until early 2024. And now, according to a new listing on an internal Disney website for Getty, which is for the press, it does state that it's coming in January 2024. That's the first time I've seen official confirmation on some Disney there. So definitely now we know that's been pushed back. And I actually think this is for the best because November was going to be packed. We're going to be getting the finale of Loki. We've also got Marvels in cinemas. We do not need Echo at the end of the month. There's enough stuff there. You know, if they're trying to cut down on superhero fatigue, you might as well just push that one back a little bit. Personally, I'd still go with the weekly release because I don't think it sets a good idea with this show being dumped all at once. There's already this kind of idea that it's maybe not very good, and that's why they're doing it. And if they're going to be stretching out those releases, I think they should probably go back to that. But yeah, so now we know it's been pushed back. I mean, we all knew this was going to happen. But now it's, like I said, it's kind of official. I've seen it on an official site, and therefore, yeah, I think this just makes so much sense from Disney. You know, we've got this whole thing of them trying to spread out the releases. It just makes so much sense now. But yeah, so we're going to be getting Echo in 2024, and obviously this is the character that was introduced in Hawkeye. And it's going to be following her origins of how she becomes a new superhero. So that should be fun. Don't really know anything about the character. Never read anything of her comic books or anything like that. So I'm going to be going into this one only what I've seen in Hawkeye. She was great in that one. Yeah, so it sounds a lot of fun. But do you think it was the right decision to delay Echo? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so let's start talking first off about the Japanese series Gannibal, which you can watch on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus around the world. It has been confirmed today that we're going to be getting a second season. No word yet on when that will be arriving. They did release a little teaser trailer and stuff for it, so hopefully that means that they have filmed some of it. Gannibal was actually one of the most watched shows on Disney Plus in Japan when it initially released, so it's been a huge success there, and obviously internationally it's gone out there. The series tells the stories of what happens after causing a major incident. A police officer takes his wife and daughter to live in a remote mountain village. Despite seeming a perfect place to recover from the ordeal, a missing person case remains unsolved by the previous officer posted there, and the village thrives on the forestry, with residents making their living from the timber. In charge of this industry's operation is the Goto family, who own most of the village. And then one day, a body of an old woman is found on the mountain. The Goto family posts that it was a bear attack. However, the officer notices that there's a human bite mark on the body and begins to suspect something is not quite right with the village. Always great to see these kind of Disney Plus originals doing really well and just giving us more content, more different choice and stuff. I think that's a great thing. But let us know, are you excited about the return of Gannibal for a second season? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. Disney has announced a brand new 3-part documentary series called JFK One Day in America, which will be premiering on the National Geographic channel on November the 5th of 2023, and it'll also be available to stream on Disney Plus and Hulu the following day in the United States. No word yet on when it will come internationally, but I suspect it will follow at some point. This documentary tells the story of what happened when JFK was shot on that fateful day in Dallas, and it features newly colorized footage and also testimony from those on the ground. This series chronicles in real time not just the day that JFK was assassinated, but also the days in which surrounded it, including the day that he arrived in Dallas, on the day that Oswald was shot, and also on the day of JFK's funeral. If you ever wanted to know more about the events of what happened on the day that JFK got shot, this one's definitely going to be, I think, a great documentary series for you to watch. Lots of information and stuff on there. But yes, if you're interested in watching this new documentary, let me know in the comments below. In our poll of the day, I asked you, which channel would you miss the most? With 64% of you saying Disney XD, and all 3 other channels having the exact same amount of votes. Kind of interesting with the idea that Disney XD is the one that you guys are going to miss the most, because to be honest, that's the channel to me that feels like it hasn't had anything original for a long time. You know, there's not really anything on there now that they put that is massively new or original. That kind of, the channel seems a little bit dead. But then you could almost say the same for like Freeform, because they've not really been doing a lot of stuff with that. All these channels, I think, are ultimately a little bit endangered. But yeah, it's always interesting to hear what you guys think. So our comment of the day, which comes from Lady Jennifer Snow, who asks, do you think the Percy Jackson series will get a prime time treatment? So obviously this is in reference to what we've seen with Ahsoka, and we're going to be seeing it again with Loki season 2, where Disney are releasing these episodes in the evening in the United States so that more people can watch it, more people can get involved with it. And the big question is are they going to continue this with Percy Jackson and the Olympians? Because that's going to be dropping on the 20th of December. Now, I hope in some ways that if they are going to do the 20th just do it on the 20th. Don't do this whole weird thing with the release schedule. I don't know. It's kind of weird with this one. I mean, the fact that they're doing a double episode premiere, I think is a good thing. Whether or not they just do it for the premiere itself, maybe that's a way of getting more people involved. I don't know, I think if you're going to have one major series at a time dropping, it could be it. If they think they've got a lot of faith in it, I think that will help. But whether or not they feel that this show is one that's going to get people involved, I don't know. I mean, it definitely gets more people speaking online, talking about these kind of releases. We've definitely seen that with Ahsoka. It wouldn't surprise me with Percy Jackson. I could see it going either way. If you were to say, you know, something like High School Musical, when that came out, I'd been like, nah, that's not going to work. But Percy Jackson, I think they've got a lot of faith in this show. I think they're spending a lot of money on it. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys think it should be released out the primetime slot in the US, or just the typical upload time and just leave it as is? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. Anyway, guys, go check us out over at what's on at disneyplus.com. Check out yesterday's video where we talked about a whole host of different things, including what's been released on Disney Plus in October. And on that note, guys, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters.